Okay, so September 24th, the year of our Lord, we were gifted with a state of play for PlayStation. PlayStation showed off some new and recent talked about video games, and I wanted to talk about it for a little bit, man. I watched the state of play and it was pretty decent. My thoughts, like right off the bat, right after watching it, that it didn't blow my socks off, but we'll talk about a few things that kind of piqued my interest in games that I liked that they showed, and some things that I wanted to see. We'll talk about my likes and dislikes about them. So let's get right to it. One of the first things they showed was this game called Sorrows. I think the last time they did a state of play or like a showcase type of thing, I'm not actually sure. They got different names for these damn things. They show like a trailer for it, and it's basically a sequel maybe to Returnal. I'm not sure. Not my bag. It looks good. Let me just say that it looks good. Some of the animations, which you can chalk that up with it being very early in development, the animations look kind of off. I saw a little bit while the dude was walking or while he was running. It looked like he was walking on air. Some of the animations look kind of mid. That just could have been me, but it just, something about it just looked off. The atmosphere and the world itself was clean, was pretty cool, was dope to me. The problem is, and the problem is always going to be with games like this with me, is it's a roguelike. Like, why? Why does that concept have to be in it? Why does it have to be in almost every single game nowadays? I didn't mess with Returnal for that reason. Like, Returnal to me it is another game that looks beautiful, but just that concept, just that the whole roguelike genre is not for me. If I want to die in a game and start over with nothing and keep on playing it until I win, I'll go fuck with NES game. NES games are basically roguelites. They low-key roguelites, man. And no, so not for me. Like I said, it looks good. More power to anybody that loves this type of games, these type of this genre is just not for me. Look good though. Sonic Racing, the new Sonic Racing game, that game is cooking, man. It's cooking right now. I think right now and stuff, it's been getting a lot of good reviews. I'm not one to listen to like other YouTubers when it comes to certain reviews and stuff. I like to, check it out for myself. But from gameplay that I've seen, it looks pretty solid. It's definitely acting like the anti Mario Kart right now. Like they are really beefing this thing up, and shockingly it's in bed with everybody. Like, they show Mega Man DLC, man. They got like some SpongeBob in that joint. They got like other characters too. Like, it feels like Sonic Smash, but in driving form. So if it's anything like Transformed or Sega All-Stars, then sign me up. But not for 70 bones, man. Not for 70 bones. That's definitely a game that is a wait for it come down on price type of sale. On top of that, they're going to come out with, especially if it does well, that it will come out with a all DLC package type of game in the near future. So I can wait out on that. I do hope it does well, because you need like an alternative for Mario Kart. You need alternatives for anything. That's what's going to keep Mario Kart on its toes, because they're going to see the success on this game, and they're going to go hard on Mario Kart. Mario Kart don't fuck around, man. Good to see that this is already getting rave reviews, and it looks like it's going to be one of those games that's going to be worth playing, but not for 70 bucks. Deus Ex is cool. I've never played, or I can't remember that. I have not played any of the Deus Ex games. I definitely haven't played the first one. So that was pretty cool that they showed the remastered version of that. I know Brandon Sylvia from Unnecessary Rambling. I imagine he getting a kick out of that, because he seems to like those Deus Ex games. So this should be exciting for him. This is just not one of those first-person shooter games that I really got into. I don't know if it's a first-person shooter directly or it's just in parts. Like I said, I'm very ignorant when it comes to the Deus Ex games, but hopefully if they do, they'll tighten up the controls on this game, because sometimes, like with these old games, while they're great, they're classics, but the controls can be very, very dated. So when they remaster this and kind of cute it up and whatnot, I hope that they will tweak some of the controls and kind of tighten those up and stuff. And I'll definitely be checking this one out. This would be my first Deus Ex game that I play, and maybe it'll just open the door for the sequels, because I'm pretty sure I got a couple of Deus Ex games on the Xbox 360 and the Wii U. I know I have one for the Wii U, but that was definitely a backlog game which I haven't touched. So Battlefield 6, they showed the campaign. Looks really good. Looks like a Battlefield game. Like, I mean, it's nothing to write home about. There, you know, you're gonna get a solid campaign out of this. How long the campaign is going to be, is probably going to be like the main thing. If you're looking at like a 2-hour explosion fest rail shooter type of game, I mean, I imagine it's going to be a lot of people that have complaints about that. Look, that's where I'm going to spend my time in anyway, with any first-person shooter, any COD or Battlefield game. I'm going to just play the story and then most likely put it down. I'll go online real quick and get a triple kill real quick, call it a day, lose, and then that'll be it. I can't deal with those motherfuckers online, because I can't deal with them. I done cussed out their whole fucking existence, bro. Don't get me started. I can't go online, man. That's another stress I don't need. Battlefield 6, that was cool though. It looked good. You're gonna get what you get from Battlefield game. A lot of explosions, a lot of falling buildings, a lot of driving the tanks and all that whatnot. So yeah, not bad. But my question is though, can we please get a Bad Company remake? Can we get that Battlefield? Can we get Battlefield Studios is what they call it? Can we get a Bad Company remake? We need that like tomorrow, or a new Battlefield Bad Company title. That'd be great. Bad Company like 1 and 2, especially Bad Company 1, probably one of the greatest first-person shooting games ever. One of the best campaigns and online. That back in the day when I used to play a lot of online first-person shooters and stuff, I think that one was like the next solid to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Like, no joke. Battlefield Studios. Let's make that happen, man. Okay, so I am a low-key Dynasty Warrior fanboy. I got damn near every Dynasty Warrior, every Samurai Warrior, every Warriors Orochi, the spin-offs like Warriors All-Stars, the quote-unquote Zelda Link Warriors games, or even that the Gundam joints. I got all those. So them remaking Dynasty Warriors 3, I wonder why they didn't do 2 and then do 3. It don't matter. And I knew it wasn't going to be 1, because 1 is a fighting game. Definitely going to be copping this when it drops. That game should not be $70. I imagine maybe 40, 45 to 50, and it really shouldn't even be $50. But it looks like a solid remake, and definitely will be trying those out. I just love a good hack and slash, man. Hack and slash is damn near my favorite genre, usually about 80% of the time. I made it clear on my channel, if you aren't new to the channel, I've made it clear multiple times my hate for Souls-likes. Don't like them. Definitely one of them, next to roguelikes, probably my most hated video game genre. But I recently played Rise of the Ronin and loved it. Just finished Rise of the Ronin. Fucking love that game, man. Neo 3 looks like something I can fuck with. I'm hoping it has a little bit more that makes me, want to stick with it. I definitely will be trying this out. I saw it, and what I seen and stuff looked good to me. So definitely gonna be checking out Neo 3 in the near future. So, and I didn't have any dates for all of these. I didn't, but I'll definitely be putting a lot of B-roll into this video, and hopefully that it'll show when these are coming out. Most of these games are all coming out next year. Like some of them are still in development. So yeah, so Neo looks fresh. Neo 3 looks fresh. Kind of excited due to the fact that I really ended up liking Rise of the Ronin. We'll be definitely checking that out soon. So this next game I saw was like a Metroidvania maybe, and it really looked pretty fucking sick, man. It really looked dope. Is it a Chrono script? That shit look fire, man. That script, old hand-drawn, almost 16th century. That shit right there is right up my alley, man. Then it shows like how you interact with like the whole landscape, like the whole world, like jumping into other like pictures and books. That's fly. That's fly. My only concern with that is it's called the Endless End. And usually that means that it's going to be some roguelike shit. And like I said, they shoehorn that bullshit in everything to its own detriment. Like sometimes you can fuck a good concept up by putting that stuff in there just because it's basically a buzz genre at this point. People see that and like, oh, it's going to roguelike and stuff, and then they automatically cop it. Like, if so, then make that shit an option. Not everybody like that stuff, man. I imagine just like people crying it, well, just like people saying now that they're getting Souls-like fatigue, that roguelike fatigue is there too, man. It's there too. Or is that just me? It don't matter. I fucking hate that shit. So I'm hoping that it's not like that. I hope that that's not a thing with this game. It looks fucking beautiful. It looks fun to play. That's something I definitely would check out day one. It also feels like a Game Pass game. Am I wrong about that? I guarantee you that game is going to pop up on Xbox, and most likely that's going to be on Game Pass. It just feels like a Game Pass game. So since I'm a controller gamepad whore, I love my game pads, I love my controllers. I had to shout out the 20th anniversary God of War Kratos controller. And man, it has some of the basic art, and it's just, I swear, it's just like the Astrobot controller, and then just putting like the two eyes in the middle. It's so simple, but I want that bitch. I want it. I want it. The price is going to skyrocket after pre-orders and shit. Once they run out and stuff, man, that y'all gonna be paying. Hopefully VGP usually get those and get like special ones, so I don't have to go to the actual PlayStation website, because I guarantee you that shit fucking crashed already if they're doing pre-orders right now. I'll have to check that out though. And then we got Insomniac's new game, the one that's been, talked about for like 4 years now. Marvel's Wolverine. It looks good, looks brutal as fuck. I'm glad that it's really on the side of X-Men Origins from back in the day. That's a good game, X-Men Origins, but the only thing that plagues X-Men Origin is, and I'm gonna sound like one of them damn YouTubers that I don't like, but and it really doesn't bother me on a normal basis, but the frame rate on X-Men Origins is so fucky. It's so bad. You know, just doing anything and it's just halting and stopping, and it's just trying to push that Xbox 360 as much as it can. I've never played it on the PlayStation 3, and I imagine that it's probably 10 times worse on a PlayStation 3, but that game was like a fun ass game, man. It was a fun game, and it kind of looks like a better looking version of that game. So you can basically, even if you would have called that X-Men Origins remake, I wouldn't have doubted it because that's what it looks like. But you know, it's Insomniac. You know, from the Spider-Man games, you're gonna get quality shit. Like, it's not even a question. I'm not even worried about this being a shitload of fuck. Like, it's gonna be a good fucking game. It's gonna be a blast, and it's gonna be fun. So I'm not worried about that. I'm kind of curious on how they're gonna do like traveling. I saw them in a motorcycle, so maybe that's how you're gonna get around. Really curious of how they're going to answer how you get around these like big maps and things and stuff, and how long the game is going to be. I saw him taking on Omega Red, so they're going to have those type of enemies to fight. You know, they're going to have Sabretooth. Are they going to have any more of the X-Men showing up? Will they have Deadpool somehow? Are they gonna have the Hulk? You know, this is you know, things that I would probably will want to see in the game. They're being real close to the hip when it comes to that stuff, but they show quite a bit. A lot of it was real cut scenes. They showed maybe a couple of things that was like action. I imagine some of the stuff that they showed was like how, like in Spider-Man, where you're in the middle of fights and you can trigger different visuals and things of that nature. So looks good. Glad that it's going to be gory as fuck. You know, people are going to have some kind of comments about that, but how can you not have that type of game with a Wolverine? Like, that blood and gore and all that shit goes hand in hand with Wolverine, man. So that was definitely cool to see. Really didn't excite me because I already knew that eventually they was going to show this thing, and what I saw I liked, but it just wasn't that thing that was like, oh man, that was definitely what I was looking for. But definitely probably it's going to be a game that I get day one, and it's going to be a game that I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy. I enjoy Spider-Man 2. I enjoy Miles Morales. Didn't play the first PlayStation Spider-Man, the PS4 Spider-Man. Want to go and get to that one here pretty soon. So yeah, man. So what was my dislikes about the state of play? It was, well, let me just say that it's my dislikes is the things that wasn't shown, I guess, but none of this stuff was promised, or I was just, the fan in me wanted to see. So I guess we'll just say it like that. No Aloy. Was hoping to see my girl Aloy pop up with a new Horizon game. No Horizon news. None of that nature. So that kind of sucked. But again, I don't get too deep into the news, video game news, and this and that. I don't follow every little thing when it comes to these games, so that might have haven't been talked about. But I know it's about time that we should start hearing something. Something should be revving up of the new Horizon game. Like I said, played Horizon Zero Dawn last year, the very first one, and it just blew my fucking mind. And I talked about it at the beginning of this year that it was one of my favorite games that I played last year. So really excited to see what's coming up next with the old Aloy. She one of my favorites right now. No info on the new NetherRealm game. Is it Injustice 3? Is it a new Shaolin Monks game? Is it a Shaolin Monks remake? Or is it both? They can hit us with a two-piece and drop news on both of those games. I mean, because one is technically a beat 'em up and the other one is a fighter. So really hoping that they got to be cooking on something. They got to be. They stopped short on Mortal Kombat 1 and just said, hey, this didn't go out like we planned, so fuck it, let's put all our energy on this next game. And I think personally that it's going to be a banger. I'm hoping it's Injustice 3. I know it's a lot of hate for Injustice 2 for whatever odd reason. I had a blast with that game. Love that game. Still one of the best looking games on PlayStation 4 is Injustice 2. So I would take it anyway. A new Shaolin Monks game would be fucking awesome. Would be great. I would love to see what they do with the modern day Shaolin Monks, given how the original Shaolin Monks still holds up. So that would be cool to see. So hopefully they'll talk about that soon, and they'll be dropping more info on whatever they're cooking up with. So that was a bummer that they didn't say anything about that. No Venom DLC or a 5-hour type of game like they did the Miles Morales game. So no info on that. I was thinking that they would kind of do that for maybe close around it. Maybe they still will. That it'll be more of some information that they might drop that Venom game close to the holidays, and Insomniac would give you that to kind of tide you over to the Wolverine joint. So maybe they will. Let's hope so. And no Last Ronin information. That Ninja Turtles game from that dark comic book, which was a good comic, by the way, like a good series. Was looking for that. They talked about that probably about 2 years now ago. I don't know if that's going to see the light of day. I don't know. Maybe they were just putting something out there. I hope if they do bring out something with that, because they've been pushing out a lot of Ninja Turtle games. Like they got, there we go, a Ninja Turtles roguelike game that's actually supposedly pretty popular. I have the Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed game. I have not put any time into that. That's a backlog game. Want to try that out soon. But no Last Ronin. I hope that it's not a side-scrolling type of game. I hope they really do more of a third-person type of, almost maybe Arkham, maybe even like Spider-Man type of gameplay. I'm really curious of what they're going to do with that. I hope something still comes out of that. I don't know who is supposed to be developing that. So it's from Black Forest and THQ Nordic. That THQ Nordic gives me cause for pause when it comes to a game like this. Like it's possible that they will not take that shit seriously, and that shit will look mid as fuck. But you just never know. I hope they come up with something good with that, and I hope they knock it out of the park. So overall, I would say the PlayStation State of Play was maybe a 7.5 for what they showed and what I cared about. Nothing that's just like really got me hyped. Nothing, I mean, I shouldn't say nothing got me hyped. Most of the things I talked about got me hyped, but nothing that was just like, I'm there right away, excited, gonna follow it until it drops. Like even the Wolverine stuff was kind of like, we knew this was coming. So it looked good though. It looked good. I definitely will be probably more excited for that game one that does come out later next year. So yeah, man, just, I guess with all these games, hopefully the days that they're set to drop, they actually drop. None of these doesn't like fade in the video game atmosphere, and we'll be talking about these games, 5 years from now, still not being dropped. I would probably say more out of all of these games, that Chrono script, that game, it probably had my attention more than anything. And that's crazy. That Chrono script game actually got me more interested than anything. I just really hope that it's not a roguelike. So, all right, just wanted to give my thoughts. If you like what you're seeing here, go check out all my other stuff. Got gameplays, reviews, chats. I am doing a series where I'm talking about my video game collection, one video at a time. I talk about one game every video. So I think it's right now we're at 10 videos so far. I don't know if I dropped the 10th video yet, but yeah, keep a lookout for those. Keep a lookout for more things to come. If you like little on the fly news stuff like this, let me know too. I don't do these a lot, but when it's something that's interesting to me, I usually try to talk about it. So, but okay then, this is OWS The King for OWS The King Gaming. Catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.